Hey guys, Chef here with Ghost Knight Gaming, and we are back. We just got out of the swamp cave, or marsh cave, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to be cleaning off the swamp stink for the next however long. But before we do that, we need to go return a crown. You're joining me for our Final Fantasy I playthrough, the Pixel Remaster version of the game, and we are on our way back to the Western Keep to return the crown that we found hiding within that dungeon. Hopefully we'll get something nice for it. A reward, you know. Definitely not getting attacked or somebody trying to ruin our day. Right? Right? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to worry about these wolves, though. And try to deal with them first, and then we'll see how it goes. Oh, there. Let's go fight those guys. I don't really have to worry about that compared to the original version, where if you had, let's say we had Dante there attack the same org that Ghost did. If Ghost killed it first, he would actually lose his round and not get to attack. Thankfully, I think that went away after the NES version, so even if you were to play the Dawn of Souls version of Final Fantasy I or some of the other iterations, none of the others carried that over, thankfully. Alright, we've arrived at the Western Keep. Let's use a tent. Get some rest. Ready to go. We don't have any potions. We're almost out of antidotes, but we have at least some of our magic restored, so that's okay. We have access to up to 5th level spells. I don't have any 5th level spells. Now you can see the inspiration from D&D here because they used the spell slot system in the first game. It's funny that they did away with it right away. I was thinking about a thought in our last episode, and I never got around to finishing that thought, but I remember it now. One of the interesting things, while this game is very heavily inspired by D&D, one of the things they did is instead of having a cleric and a wizard, and having them named as such, I mean, they probably wanted to make it a little bit, they went with white mage, black mage, red mage, and if you look through the franchise, we have blue mage, we have green mage. It's a thing. Then you have time mages and so on and so forth. But why did they go that route? And if you know, let me know in the comments below, and I'll look into this. Because it's a very fascinating thought that they went this direction of clerics use white magic, wizards use black magic, and so on and so forth. And depending on versions of some of the games, some of them have the titles of cleric and wizard and so on and so forth. But very typically, it was white and black mage. Alright, you better be grateful I found this crown. Mwahahaha! You fools fell right into my trap. Well. I am Astos, king of the Dark Elves. You're king of the Dark Elves. Where are the rest of the Dark Elves if you're the king of them? Random question. And why are you so damn ugly? With the combined power of the crown you now hold and the crystal eye I already possess, I will become the true Elf King. It is useless to resist me. I can take what is mine by sheer force. Can you now? So, it still begs the question of where are the rest of the Dark Elves? How can you be king of the Dark Elves if you don't have any? How do you like fire? I don't like that. Don't cast death on me. That is rude. damage. Alright. You are participating. It's funny, all of our actual buff spells, other than like resisting and support, are all actually cast by the Black Mage. I don't have any of them on me. I should get them, but yeah, no. How it is, right? Right? You know how it is? Alright. He's probably not going to take too much more of this, this barrage. And so far he's not doing too much to us. Let's keep with the fire. Fire seems to work. Oh, Slowra is rude. Yeah, it reduces his damage a lot. It's kind of interesting that that's what it does. It reduces the amount of times they can hit, quote-unquote, thus reducing damage. But hey, like I said, he wasn't going to survive long. Very dramatic music for him slowly fading away. Hey, we leveled up. We're now level 15. There we go. Alright. Well, that solves that problem. And he's just gone. We obtained the crystal eye. Hey, somebody was looking for that eye, right? We should probably return it. And do we still have the crown? Can we do anything with the crown? No. Oh, yeah, we still have the crown. What do you know? We should loot this place. Let's see if we can actually claim those items. Or if we can get in there at all. Let's find out. Is a no. Alright, we'll have to come back here. Someone's gonna give us a key at some point. Ward Wolf. Alright. We can deal with these guys. That's not a problem. I brought the rolled up newspaper and a spray bottle. We should be fine. Unless she misses. Then we're doomed. Absolutely doomed. We get stuck in the mountains. I don't know what we're gonna do. Just camp out. That's what we're gonna do. I have a plan. I mean, for what it's worth, these 4 youth with a dubious past have now contended with a pirate, Pisco Demons, and a self-proclaimed king of the Dark Elves, of which there was only one. So far so good. We got this. No crystals so far, unless you count this crystal eye. Is that one of the crystals? Maybe it's one of the crystals. Maybe we shouldn't return it. That's a thought. Maybe it's useful. Maybe we could sell it. Wonder how much money we can get for it. Who would buy crystal eyes? I wonder. Optometrists? Maybe. I don't know who else would buy a crystal eye. You guys let me know. Alright, let's take care of this guy. Oh, good antidotes. Alright, we're gonna stop in town super quick. The party must be very comfortable with each other to all sleep in the same room. At least they're not all stuck in the same bed. Now, this guy doesn't care about the Mystic Eye. Somebody else does. So we're going to go to them. Hit that guy. I think we can do that. I think it'll work. Cobstone. Our Mighty Fighters are doing the Mighty Fighter things. Pretty much the Mighty Fighters, our fighters are there to get us to the boss fights so that in theory our spellcasters can hammer out some decent damage. But they have a pretty good general carry. They just need a bit of resources to get rolling. Depending on how many fighters you have, because you need to keep buying them weapons and armor. Now, some of it you can find, and that's not so bad. That's where the spellcasters are kind of lost. So if you go with 3 spellcasters or more, it starts getting expensive very quickly, because, well, you don't spend a lot of money on gear, which I suppose is a blessing in disguise. You also end up spending all your money on spells, which generally are more expensive overall. Now, depending on your party composition, will kind of affect how much money you have to spend to do the thing. Some classes don't need much, but depending on what they can do, they may not do much. Your monk is probably your most low-cost build. I don't know much about how the monk functions overall. I never really used Black Belt at all. But I may have to look into it more, because they've got a good potential damage output. The trick to it is actually just not giving them weapons. But they are a bit of a glass cannon, especially early game. They can equal or out damage fighters, but they run into the problem of they don't wear armor. So while you could put them in their front row and have them doling out hits, they're going to have a slight problem where they're going to start getting pummeled, especially early on, and you might have trouble keeping them up. So if you have a fighter protecting one, the fighter can kind of tank everything until the black belt's damage starts to shine through, and then they can kind of stay on par with each other, doling out hits. But that's as far as I know. Now, Monk is an interesting class in Final Fantasy because honestly, it's probably one of the best classes in the franchise, which is absolutely fascinating to me. I kind of love that that's a thing. That they are just so ridiculous. If you've played any of the games that have access to job system, all the way through Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 5, Final Fantasy Tactics, and so on, you find that they are absolutely amazing. Hey, Matoya's Cave, we are here. Hey, Matoya, I've got something for you. Oh, what's this? My crystal eye? Give it here. Don't worry, I have something to give you in exchange. Take this potion. It's the most amazing potion in my entire collection. We have obtained a Jolt Tonic. I wonder who we could use that for. Well, let's go find out. Ah, I can see! I can see again! Alright, well, she's very grateful. So, even if she yelled at us when we first showed up, she was grateful. And I appreciate that she was grateful. So we're not going to bother her anymore. We're going to head off and we're going to go do our thing. We've got a Jolt Tonic to go use on somebody. Who do you think we could use that for? Who's the one person we have to interact with right now and deal with their problem? Oh yeah, a certain sleepy elven prince. I think we should wake him up. So, we go off on our little trek. Knowing this, because I've played this game multiple times, trying to figure out who to bring all this stuff to is actually kind of fascinating. And trying to figure out what to do with the various things that we find and collect, knowing where to go, because, I mean, you go wander, and take into account, remember, this game is in the original version, this game is very dangerous. As a couple of friends put it, this game is more survival horror than generally like typical RPG, I suppose. But I can kind of get it. The game is hard. The original game is quite challenging, and it was very easy to get lost because you didn't have easy access to all the stuff that we have access to now. Like, oh, I could just go look up game FAQs on where to go next, or buy strategy guides and the like. Because strategy guides would have been your only solution at the time, or the various phone helplines that you might be able to find, or hoping you have a friend that suffered earlier and knows about it and can tell you about it as you go through. These guys really don't want us to cross the ocean. They really don't. They are very persistent about trying to stop us. But you see, we can't stop, and we won't stop. They just can't make us. Well, that works. Go. And that's another bunch of fish people filleted. Oh, good, potions, because I need more of those. Did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. We're sailing at sea, it's difficult. Come on. All shores look the same after a certain point. You know, another thing, random thought and random tangent here while we try to get ourselves back to the Elf Kingdom, is we don't have a true grasp of how long their adventure actually took. So, you know, I'm not just talking about, oh, hey, it took me 20 hours to finish this game. But how long actual time would their adventure have actually taken them? You know, to actually, from day one, going to wherever. Like, how long does it take them to travel? Is this an adventure over a couple of years? Over 6 months? It's hard to say, like, depending on their mode of transportation. On a lot of these games, we get better modes of transportation as we get close to the end of the game. And those would save time, but the initial part, a lot of times they're walking. Yes, later games have chocobos that you can transport by, but, I mean, that's, you know, maybe a 5 times increase on movement, compared to a ship or an airship, which can travel considerably faster. Alright, let's go see ourselves an elven prince and wake his ass up. Hey, buddy, here. This Jolt tonic may be just what we need to break the curse and awaken the prince. I will try it at once. Your Highness? Your Highness! I was having a terrible nightmare. Am I still dreaming? No. Unfortunately, you're not dreaming. You are still an elf. You're the legendary warriors. Something tells me I'm not dreaming. I shall heed the legend as it was told to me and my forefathers. The time for me to pass on the mystic key to its rightful owners has come at last. What? You obtained the mystic key. Ooh, fancy. That means we can do stuff. Let's go test this. I think there was... Sir, let me through. Let me through. Let me through. I'm gonna go that way. Where was I looking? I gotta get to there. Down here. Here we go. Look at that. Mithril hammer. 800 gil, 700 gil, bronze gloves. Look at that. We've got a whole bunch of treasure to go grab. All right. Let's leave the Elven Castle. We got places to explore like that Western Keep, but there's also some stuff to open up in Corneria, which we will do on our next episode of our adventure with our Warriors of Light in Final Fantasy 1. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, check me out on Twitch as well, and most importantly, have fun, keep gaming, and I'll see you guys again next time.